Ain't Gonna Beg You to Stay, Luke Bryan, is an incredible song that tells of heartbreak and being let go. It expresses the feelings of being left without even being given a chance, and the heartbreak that follows. The song speaks to the pain and emptiness you feel when someone you love has stopped caring for you. It reflects on the strength to move on from a failed relationship and not beg for a second chance. Written by Luke Bryan, the words deliver a strong message of being let go without so much as a goodbye. It reflects on the pain of being pushed out of someone's life, and the mixed emotions that come with it. Luke Bryan delivers the powerful performance, perfectly expressing the sorrow and disbelief of being rejected. The emotional delivery is essential to conveying the harshness of the story. The sorrowful lyrics have a real impact, conveying the pain and heartache of being pushed out of someone's life. Bryan conveys the despair of being abandoned, and the heartbreaking realization that it would have been better to leave than to be let go without so much as a goodbye. The sorrowful lyrics and Bryan's heartfelt performance make for a wonderful song. The chorus in particular conveys the sorrow, anger, and hurt of the narrator. The song talks of the strength to die instead of begging to stay. It speaks of the sorrow and heartache that comes with being rejected, and conveys the pain that you feel when someone you love has moved on. It also reflects on the resilience of the narrator when faced with such heartbreaking pain, conveying the message of learning to move on and find a better place. The song is ultimately a reflection on pain, and how to cope and move on from a failed relationship. The journey of the narrator is one of pain and sorrow, and the determination to move on without begging for a second chance. Luke Bryan's Ain't Gonna Beg You to Stay is a beautiful, sorrowful song that speaks to the pain of being pushed out of someone's life. The song conveys the feelings of hurt, anger, and disbelief, and the need to move on without asking for another chance. The lyrics are incredibly powerful, and Bryan's performance is exquisite. It speaks to the heartbroken soul, depicting how one man is able to overcome such a crushing rejection. Ain't Gonna Beg You to Stay is a song of resilience and strength, despite the deep sadness the narrator feels. It talks of moving forward and finding a better place without begging for someone to stay with you. Bryan's powerful delivery is essential in conveying the story, helping to move the audience. His vocal range on the chorus makes it particularly emotional, as the narrator decides to accept his fate before moving on. The chorus reflects the realization that it would have been better to leave than to be let go. The message of courage and determination to move on despite heartbreak is powerful and inspiring. Luke Bryan's song Ain't Gonna Beg You to Stay transports you to the heartbroken state of the narrator. The sorrowful lyrics and the emotive performance make it an incredibly powerful song. The song is a tale of resilience and strength, of how to move on despite the pain and hurt you feel. The words and the performance emphasize the need to move on from a failed relationship without asking for another chance. It conveys the courage the narrator has to gather to overcome his pain, and the strength to accept the rejection instead of begging to stay. The powerful chorus is a reflection on the sorrowful realization the narrator has, deciding to accept his fate and move on in spite of his heartache. Ain't Gonna Beg You to Stay is a strong and emotive song that tells of resilience and strength despite the heartbreak felt. The lyrics are pointedly sad while Bryan's performance conveys the emotions felt by someone forced out of someone's life. The song speaks to those who have been rejected, conveying the sorrow and anger felt when being let go. It also speaks to the strength to be found in moving on without begging for a second chance. The chorus reflects on the strength to leave instead of begging to stay, illustrating the narrator's sorrow and acceptance of his fate. The song's powerful message speaks to those who have gone or are going through a breakup. Its melancholic lyrics and emotive performance allow the listener to relate and appreciate its message. The song is ultimately about strength and resilience, speaking to the need to accept being let go despite the hurt and disappointment that come with it. Luke Bryan's Ain't Gonna Beg You to Stay is a powerful song about moving on despite heartbreak and sorrow. It conveys the message of determination to continue on and overcome any obstacles in your path. The song is an invitation to reflect and feel your emotions without becoming overwhelmed. The lyrics are heartbreaking, yet the performance is a reminder of the courage and resilience to be found in overcoming pain.